ओम नमो भगवते श्री अरविंदाय. ओम नमो भगवते श्री माताजी नमः. In today's world, we do find the chaotic situation and the crisis going on throughout the world as such. The war hasn't come to an end, and the atrocities, the violence, the terrorism, the negativity, the sabotage, the self centeredness, all these things are on a great rise. Is it because of the religion? In India, we do know after the partition how the Hindus and Muslims were divided and what India suffered because of this religion based division as such. And therefore, now we do need the guidance of the great avatar, the Maharshi, the supramental Mahayogi, Sri Aurobindo, in respect of our Sanatan Hindu religion. In the near future, the only religion which would remain is the Sanatan Dharma. That is the prophecy of the supramental Mahayogi. And only India can guide the entire world regarding this. So let us try to understand what this Sanatan Dharma is in the light of Sri Aurobindo, and let us try to behave accordingly. Sri Aurobindo states, the religious culture which now goes by the name of Hinduism gave itself no name because it set itself no sectarian limits. It claimed no universal adhesion, asserted no sole infallible dogma, set up no single narrow path or gate of salvation. It was less a creed or cult than a continuously enlarging tradition of the Godward endeavor of the human spirit. An immense, many sided, and many staged provision for a spiritual self building and self building, it had some right to speak of itself by the only name it knew, the eternal religion, that is the Sanatana Dharma as such. Now, Sri Aurobindo gives us beautiful guidelines about this religion. He shows the depths, unfathomable depths of our Sanatan Dharma, Sanatan Hindu Dharma. But what is the Hindu religion? What is this religion which we call Sanatan, eternal? It is the Hindu religion only because the Hindu nation has kept it. Because in this peninsula, it grew up in the seclusion of the sea and the Himalayas. Because in this sacred and ancient land, it was given as a charge to the Aryan race to preserve through the ages. But it is not circumscribed by the confines of a single country. It does not belong peculiarly and forever to a bonded part of the world. That which we call the Hindu religion is really the eternal religion because it is the universal religion which embraces all others. It is a religion. See, if a religion is not universal, it cannot be eternal. A narrow religion, a sectarian religion, an exclusive religion can live only for a limited time and a limited purpose. This is the one religion that can triumph over materialism by including and anticipating the discoveries of science and the speculations of philosophy. It is the one religion which impresses on mankind the closeness of God to us and embraces in its compass all the possible means by which man can approach God. It is the one religion which insists every moment on the truth which all religions acknowledge, that He is in all men and all things, and that in Him we move and have our being. It is the one religion which enables us not only to understand and believe this truth, but to realize it with every part of our being. It is the one religion which shows the world what the world is, that it is the Leela of Vasudeva. It is the one religion which shows us how we can best play our part in that Leela, the subtlest laws and its noblest rules. It is the one religion which does not separate life in any smallest detail from religion, which knows what immortality is and has utterly removed from us the reality of death. Other religions are preponderatingly religions of faith and profession, but the Sanatan Dharma is life itself. It is a thing that has not so much to be believed as lived. This is the Dharma that for the salvation of humanity was cherished in the seclusion of this peninsula from of old. It is to give this religion that India is rising. She does not rise as other countries do for self or when she is strong to trample on the weak. She is rising to shed the eternal light entrusted to her over the world. India has always existed for humanity and not for herself. And it is for humanity and not for herself that she must be great. ओम भूर्भुवस्वः ओम तत्सवितुः वरं रूपं ज्योतिः परस्य धीमहि यन्नः सत्येन दीपयेत्. The great Savitri mantra given by Sri Aurobindo, the mantra of transformation for the entire world at large. Om.